like some planes. All we do is elevate to the ceiling, 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 elevate. Yeah. The betrayal been applied, but ain't coming down.
Welcome to another installment, another episode. I got the gang with me. This is gonna be a little different. Last time I had 2 guests. This time I got 5. All college freshmen, people I used to go to school with. You feel me? Just go down the line, introduce yourself. Type shit.
Braylon.
What school you go to?
Oh, I go to Wingate. My name is Braylon. Oh, I go to Wingate. What's good? Rob, USC.
Cam, a.k.a. BZ, College Charleston.
Yo, it's Big Crib. I go to USC.
Word.
Since I'm the realest in the room,
Oh,
Nick.
here
I
you
go to
go,
Clark.
bro.
I go to Clark, Atlanta.
A.K.A. Brickio, A.K.A. the 4th member of Migos.
AKA Motor Oil.
A.K.A. Nguye.
Hey, bro.
Nguye.
We gotta put the kente. All right, here we go.
A.K.A.
man.
Penny Stripper.
Hey, so we got another show lined up for y'all, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Follow the IG. I'm gonna put it in the description. So let's get to it, man. Just going down the line. Speak first. Whoever wants to. Describe for your first semester in one word. Easy. Say easy. Explain easy, right?
Well, no, not easy. I say, it was chill. I ain't really
Speak
do
up.
much.
Oh, my bad. Speak up.
So it was like, because I say the first half of the semester, it was straight football. I wasn't really doing
Word.
nothing else. So it was
Yeah,
football
same.
in school, football in
Yeah,
school.
same.
And then when I was just like, man, I ain't playing. Because I'm not playing, so let me do whatever. And I started getting out my room and shit. But
I got you. I feel you. Who else? Who else got a word?
I mean, mine was pretty rough, When you go to Wingate, you certainly don't go for the academics, you know what I'm saying? So I get why it's not. Yeah. But when you go to USC, the classes were pretty rough. Just getting adjusted and everything. So, yeah.
I feel you. Anyone of y'all, bro?
Nah, I mean, piggybacking off of Rob, I have my roommate over there. But it was straight. It was a transition. Oh, one word, excuse me. Meticulous.
Meticulous. Ooh.
Meticulous. Thank you. Nah, because your day can switch within an instance. But after getting your feet in the water and understanding, what you got to do, it was pretty straight though.
Word. I know everybody in here goes to a different school, but what's the culture of your campus? I'm gonna start. So Nick, you go to HBCU, bro. What's the culture of your campus for real?
The culture,
ATL, Clark Atlanta University. What's the culture of your campus day to day?
Day to day, it's chill. It's you don't really be doing too much. You just be walking around campus. You got your occasional dudes that'll be like, "Hey, bro, you want some za?" But other than that, bro, and then it's just get through the week, get your grades right, so you can party.
Word. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just holding.
Oh yeah, Cam, you go to a very predominantly white school, as do I. So please tell me about the culture of your school for real. In terms of racists and homophobes type shit. Yeah. I'm getting straight to it.
Personally, me, there's one time, right? Y'all know Tyler Gaston, right?
Yeah.
We was.
No, we ain't got a name. We ain't got a name drop.
Oh, my fault.
Let's keep going, bro. Let's keep going.
My fault. You know T, right? Anyway. We was renting a bike. You know the little, you been at Charleston, right? Remember the little bike ride thing?
Rent a bike, yeah.
Yeah, we rent a bike. So what happened was, Kay didn't know how to ride a bike, right? So we teach him how to ride a bike. Next thing you know, out of nowhere, a cop car pulls up. And so he was like, "Y'all good?" We were like, "Yeah," because you rent a bike. He was like, "Y'all sure?" He was like, "Yeah." So why y'all got a lock in your hand? Because he or Tigo twirling a lock in his hand, right? And he don't do no better because he talking about some. If you come around the corner, I'll show you where I got it from. So, yo, I swear to God, and my fault.
No way.
And he said his most white passing voice, right? and the cop looking like, what you mean by that? So like, of course, you know, it took like two of us to de-escalate the situation. I had to pull up my phone, show me rent the bike, and so like he was like, all right, cool. So that was like, I guess the only incident where I really had like big racial things. But like College Charleston, I'm not gonna say it's like all very so inclusive, but like they're trying, you know.
Yeah, I feel you. Like I think like every university has that like diversity aspect where they try to include more students. Like I seen you've been in the media a lot though. Been on the brochures and everything.
That's one thing. Great thing about PWI is they'll put you as a poster child. So you know what I'm saying? Free handouts. I'm here for it.
Been a celebrity. What you got to say, Rob?
Oh no, I just feel like I don't know because it is a PWI, but like, I feel like I gotta be like on my shit all the time.
Word.
Like, cause I remember one
You can't
night
be caught slipping.
I came back from Coastal. You know, I was seeing my girl and shit, and you know, our parking garage is like a good little walk from the dorm and shit. Mm-hmm. So I was walking up. We got this big ass hill you got to walk up. I was walking up the hill.
Word.
And I seen this wallet on the ground. But then luckily, like out of the corner of my eye, I seen this white girl behind me. And I was like, damn, should I pick up this wallet? But she gonna think I'm fucking stealing the wallet. So like, I just kept walking. And then like, I looked back and like, she looked at me and then looked at the wallet. And I was like, oh shit, like I'm just gonna, this shit, I don't know, it was just look like a scene out of a movie. Like she gonna fucking, this nigga try to rob me. So I don't know, I was just thinking crazy shit. So I just went ahead and walked across the street because it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. And then like, all of a sudden, I walked across the street. And then once you get over the hill, you can't see behind you. And I just heard like, because, you know, they all wear flops and shit. So I just heard, like, hella flip, like, just fast as shit. And she's running behind me. And she was like, did you drop this wallet? Did you drop this wallet? And I was like, oh, shit, she's going to say I fucking raped her or some shit. So I started, like, I started fucking, like, hauling ass. And, like, bro, when I tell you I was hauling ass and she was hauling ass even faster, like, she just fucking caught up to me. And then, like, she got in front of me and she was like, oh, my God, did you drop this wallet? And I was like, nah, like, I'm straight. Like, she was like, well, you want to return it with me? And I was like,
Keep in mind, this nigga Reed used to run track and got ran down by a white girl.
Bro, she was in flops and everything, bro. I was trying to get the fuck away from her because it's 1 o'clock in the morning and it's just me and her on the street, and I was like, hell no. So then we fucking returned the wallet, and then like we get on the elevator and shit, and you know, I don't know if y'all like, you go to Peanut, right? Like y'all got elevators and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know why white people do this. Like you can be in the corner of the elevator, and they'll be in the corner of the elevator with you, and you'll be like this, and be like,
well, you don't know social cues.
What floor you on? And then you fucking press the floor, and like they'll be like, you think somebody that fucking close to you, they ain't gonna say something. They just be. And then everybody in our building, I don't care for like every white person in our building, not trying to be racist, but like even if they don't know you, as soon as they get off the elevator, have a good one, I'll see you. And you be like, I don't know that nigga, what the fuck? Yeah, and then you just go up to your room. But
nah. Like just extra friendly type of thing.
Oh yeah, that's how it is.
But yeah, you definitely got to be on your P's and Q's in places like that, like because you can't get caught slipping. Like I see what you mean, like in that kind of situation, especially at 1:30 in the morning. Like you don't want to be caught up with a white girl screaming or anything like that running at you. So, oh snap! This is a good question for y'all. All right, so you know, how are your relationships different in college?
In what regards?
Well, Cam, you seem out of immediate answer.
Cam,
go ahead,
like snatching the mic from me.
Okay, let's go in regards to maturity levels. Do you see a difference in maturity when it comes to relationships?
Nah, BZ, we can answer it together. Come on.
Go ahead, man. Somebody go in, man.
Go ahead.
I like to say that it's more mature. Well, at least the girl I have. Shout out Christina, I love you, baby. Anyway, it's more mature. Oh, my fault. I can't shout her out.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying,
no, you good, bro.
Go ahead, bro.
It's more mature. That's all I had to say. It's more mature.
I mean,
in what ways? Yeah, describe.
I mean, like,
Chris.
relationships and like relationships as far as like relationship wise. I mean, like, of course, I wouldn't say they're more mature, but they're very passive.
Yeah.
Like, you have your friends, like, you have people that you're always gonna roll with. Like,
exactly.
I mean, like, me and Rob, we're always together. Like, me and Helene, me and Maya, we're always together. But like college is you have a lot of passive friendships. Like, we could be digging it one day and then you're ghosted the next day. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I mean, like, the relationships that you have are mature. Like, you know, like, but it's very, I wouldn't say it's similar to high school because it's very polar opposite, but I mean, it's a little bit more mature, but as far as, like, boyfriend and girlfriend, like Cam, I mean, of course it gets mature because now you're an adult, so, I mean, it's no more like, oh, yeah, I'll see you at the class, meet me at the water fountain or the lockers or something like that.
Yeah. Nick, you seem like you got something to say.
Yeah, Nick, you got something to say, bro. Go ahead, talk your...
Slide. Let's try to speak into the mic.
About relationships in college. They are more mature, bro. Like you know what you want in college.
Yeah.
Like when you get to high school, bro, you just experiment. You know what's gonna come to, and you know you got a whole different path in life. But like when you get to college, bro, you know what you want more, bro.
Pause.
But yeah, nah. You know what you want when you get to college, and you know like you're more mature in the sense of like you've been through enough stuff to figure out, you know, when you get to a certain situation, figure out a solution quicker than what you would do in high school.
Right. What about you, Bray?
I piggyback off what Nick says. Like, you know what you want. So, I mean, I feel like when a problem persists or some shit like that, say you in high school, you might be petty, you might not talk it out,
Word.
or
There's a lot of
some
drama
shit like
in
that.
high
You in college, you grown, bro. Figure that shit out yourself.
Yeah.
And get to the bottom of it. If y'all disagree, y'all disagree. Go about with it. If y'all agree, then good. Find a problem and keep it pushing type shit.
Do you feel like the relationships you're in now, like whereas the relationships you were in high school, like do you feel a stronger connection to the people? Like why not? Like I know you said it was passive, but like I feel like even in those passive relationships, like you may get ghosted today, but like you still come together at the end of the day. Do you feel like that's a stronger connection type of thing?
This what I feel like. Like, you know, you got them friends that you've been friends with since like you were born, basically.
Yeah.
And like you can be away from them for like years and then come back and never miss a beat. But like
Word.
when it comes to like the high school friendships that you made, like, you know, y'all my boys and shit. But like some of the people, you became friends through consistency because you saw them every day.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Word.
So like it wasn't per se like, I'm not gonna say like you're not friends, but like most of the time it was just through the fact that I got class with them every day, I got to see them every day,
Acquaintance.
and yeah, they're a decent
Yeah.
person. I'm gonna talk to them. So I feel like in college that grows even smaller because you know in high school, like most of the people in high school we went to middle school with or elementary school with, but you know for my example, like Chris, Maya, Helena, I feel like because we were good friends, but then it made us closer because like we all came from Spring Valley, so like we live right next to each other.
Yeah.
So it's just the fact that like you see them on a consistent basis, and then on the top of that, you're not as involved yet as a freshman. So like you don't know the whole campus.
Word.
As if like when you're in high school, I mean you know everybody. So I feel like that.
No, I mean, same with Rob, like that consistency factor. But I mean, the friendships that you do, like actually, like truly build in college, like they're like genuine. You know, like even though I said like you have passive people, like you see the hey, you might never speak to them again, but like when you actually like establish and have and build that relationship, like it really is like quality, and like you can tell the difference from high school. Like, you know, there might even, you know, like through different experiences and different activities that, you know, you experience in college kind of like helps build the friendship better, especially since now you're an adult, like you're dealing with like real stuff. Like it isn't, you know, like can you send me homework and now we're friends, you know, like,
Yeah.
hey, can you actually help me with some real stuff that, you know, trying to like help me get, you know, to where I need to be. So, I mean, the friendships are way different from high school.
Well, yeah. So, y'all go to a place where, like, you know, not a lot of people y'all go to a place where, like, a lot of people from Spring Valley went. Like, y'all have that close friend group. Like, but people like, you know, Bray, Nick, and Cam that may not have as many people from Valley or as many people as you knew at your university. Like, how is, like, I don't know, finding new people and talking to new people? Like, yeah, for me, especially at, like, my place, like, I'm all the way up north. Like, it's just different completely. So you, like, how is it putting yourself out there to new people and interacting with them? And how do you see that transforming into potential friendships?
I say maybe more of like a people person, because like when you like in high school, it's like your teacher kind of forces you to talk to each other.
Right.
So it's like you more like got to work on your people skills so you can meet new people, especially going to PWI. So like I made it like common, even if I don't know you specifically as a person of color, I'm gonna try and speak to you just because there's not so many of us.
Yeah.
So like in that way, that's how I made like a lot more connections and people.
Yeah.
And
Same
then
way.
yeah,
Same way,
like at
yeah.
least you know my face, so like I'm not a complete stranger.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, because I only had like one person I really knew, like a childhood friend came with me to College Charleston. He's my roommate. So like besides that, I had to like, you know, work on all my friends.
Yeah. What about you, Bray?
For me, it was like I don't really talk outwardly.
yeah,
I'm not a
quiet.
people person for real. So it was football. You know, being around a team, you build bonds with the guys you in. So it was like when I first got there, it was just the running backs. That's all I was really talking to. Then you branch out to all the freshmen, then people on offense, defense, and now you got brothers that you ain't know before,
Yeah.
and type shit like that. And
Upperclassmen too, yeah.
yeah, for sure. And they take care of you. They're not gonna let you do no stupid shit.
Right.
And then it was just being in my dorm more, so I know people in my dorm, but
Right.
that's how I really built my friendships.
Yeah, it was like the same way Cam said. It was like there's like probably 1% of my campus is black, so like it's not a lot of us. Yeah,
Nah, I ain't gonna lie though.
it's bad, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. Even though like I went to like high school 30 minutes away from like, my college now at USC, but like being honest, it's like like how you think
still a different atmosphere.
It's a different atmosphere. Like literally, like I barely see anybody from high school.
Word.
Like you would think like oh yeah, you going to USC, I'm gonna be running into you at least once a week. Like there's people I haven't seen since like graduation. So like essentially like it feels like it's a whole new world. Like even though like y'all actually left and went to a different one, it's like even though I went 30 minutes and everybody from my school might go there, you don't see them because like the school is just so big, you know. But I mean, you gotta have people skills wherever you go.
Yeah, I had to do it the same way Cam did because like I said, like 1% of my campus is black. So like when you find like other black students and especially the black athletes like that are on the soccer team, like because there's only like probably 3 of us or 4 of us on the football team that are black, and like 2 of them about to graduate. Type of thing. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Please, bro, if you're a recruit, listen to this, bro. Think about Carnegie. You got a 4.0, bro. Just slide that transcript. Bro.
Don't slide it,
slide
bro.
Your film.
You have to have a 35 ACT score.
Hey, bro, it's not slide, please. Hey, we got a ring. We got a ring coming in. I promise you. Encounters with women, in college, and on the steps. Hey, bro, let me get the question. nah. So we got like, hey bro, we got like 2 people in here that like found their that are in relationships as a result of them going to school and meeting their girlfriend at the college. So like, describe like those encounters. Oh, 3, my bad. Yeah, 3. Y'all boys describe like how like those encounters went down and like meeting new women and meeting new people that you knew you wanted to be with.
Why you slide the
Nick, please go first. You haven't talked.
Why
for a
you
minute,
slide
bro.
the mic to
Go
me,
ahead,
bro?
man.
Why you slide
Come on, bro.
I'll start. Listen, look. All right, look. The encounters with females. So like, you think in high school, like, oh, once I get to college, like every female is gonna be trying to like get me laid. Like I'm about to be getting laid. I'm about to run on my body count. Like, yeah, there's a bunch of girls. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. But like, I don't want to say if you don't actively pursue it, it's not gonna happen. Like that false advertisement of like, oh yeah, you get to college, you just get laid every night. Like, no, that's not the case.
It's not the case.
Like, that's not the case. Like, you think like you're about to be like lady heaven. Like, no, that's not the case. But I mean, like, encounters with girls, like, I mean, a lot of girls are, I don't want to say more at free will now because a lot of girls were locked up when they were in the house. They were sheltered, secure, like they couldn't do nothing from the get-go. So now that they free, like they going like ape shit. Like they going crazy.
Word, bro.
Like they gonna go crazy. So like, I mean, that's like, what is it? No, like, but they go like crazy, bro. So I mean, like, you have them, who are just like, oh, blah blah blah. You want to do this, you want to do that. Like, yeah, you have that, but at the same time, those relationships don't last. Like, all of a sudden, like, you be talking to a girl for like a week or 2, you see her one time, and now y'all both ghosted. Yeah. Like, y'all both ghosted and junk. So I mean, that's what I mean. Like, female, like when you find like after me, it took me a minute. Yeah. Cause like, I done been on, like, I done went out, I done went to parties and stuff, I done, you know what I'm saying, like, I done went to college with someone, not with them now, like, I mean, that's another thing. No matter how hard you try, like, there's only one case, and that's raw, like, there's only one case of going into high school going into college with a relationship. Rob, you the exclusion, but that junk, it don't work.
I got a question for Rob.
Like, it just don't work. Like, if y'all aren't already strong from the get-go, if your relationship is on rocks, like, not saying mine was, but like, look, don't go in a relationship with, college with a relationship. That's all I gotta say.
No, I want to hear from Nick, bro.
Nick, go ahead, Nick.
Come on.
Talk your talk,
What you gotta say, bro? For you. Yeah.
I mean, like, bro, when you come down, you come down there, the intention of you coming down there is not for you to find a relationship until you're like sophomore, junior year, bro. Like you supposed like everybody claim they like you supposed to go down there, you supposed to live your life, like, you know, have as much fun as you want your freshman year. And for me, like, bro, like 2 weeks into school, bro, I met my shawty in the club.
Yeah.
2 weeks in. 2 weeks in at a party, bro. 2 weeks in, met her, bro.
Yeah.
And it was like,
Now you in love.
yeah. Yeah, bro, yeah. Yeah. I'll tweet that shit.
Nah, I mean, like, but that though, like, I mean, after a while, like, you realize who's like just like a fast ass girl and who's like an actual down female. And like, I mean, like, after time, like, I wasn't looking for a relationship either, but it just happened. You know, like it's the truth, boy. It's the truth. Like, I mean, like, oh, you said no cap. My fault, gang. Nah, but I mean, like you really don't be looking for a relationship. Like, it just comes out, you know, it just comes out the water. And I mean, like, when it happens, like, you know when it happens. And I mean, that's just how it happened.
Yeah, bro. Cause like the difference with me, bro, I ain't gonna cap, bro. Every girl I met before I met my girl, all they would talk about is like party this, party that, bro. Like, come out to this party, come out to that party. Let's go out party. Let's go, you know, go to a hookah bar, a hookah lounge, bro. Let's go drink, do this thing, bro. And then like when I met my girl, she was like, nah, you need to stay and focus on football. Like, you got too much going for yourself.
That's just real.
So that's what I was like, yeah. Like I was like, when she said that, I was like, oh, and like that was like the week that I like actually started playing like my position, like starting.
Yeah,
at it, bro.
exactly.
And she was like, nah, you got too much to lose right now. Like, you need to stay in the crib. Don't go out. Like, even like when stuff happened, like people get robbed on my campus and people start going outside and stuff, bro.
Yeah.
She would be like, nah, you need to stay in the room. You go out there, something happened to you. How am I going to explain that?
Word.
I just be like,
Yeah, give it a beat. He been holding his
Give it the
tongue.
beats and I'm gonna get the
boy.
rock.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I'll say. Wait, what's the question again?
Women.
Oh, women.
Hold on. Let me get the break.
When I came to, so first I came to a summer program, right?
Yeah.
So like it was all the minorities pretty much. As much as you're gonna see that were freshmen in one place, and so like.
Man, we ain't asked me your love.
I'm
just asking, like,
I'm just trying to show you like, but like,
Story, man.
it's like, you know, the idea is that like I tell like in terms of like this girl specifically, the one I'm with, but like she really kind of like set the bar of what like a woman's supposed to be like in a relationship, because like.
Okay.
Every dude, like it's key common, like you're supposed to chase after the girl and then she's supposed to give you like, you gotta work her down so she can give you the time of the day. She just straight up told me like how she felt, what she wants, and if like you're not feeling that same way, well, I'm move on and you gonna see that you miss out on a good thing. So like I took that as a key sign, like she tell me what she want, and am I gonna be dumb enough to let that walk out my face, like walk out the door?
I like that. That's real direct.
Like she was like I don't stop. Like I never chase after a man. So the fact that I'm willing to do that for you says a lot about you personally as a man and how I feel about you.
Yeah.
So like I really took that into mind because a girl has never like pursued me. Yeah. So like if y'all know me, they know me, honey bun. So like yeah, you know what I'm saying. So like. The fact that she did that, you know what I'm saying? I did fuck up along the way, but we rock steady now. But, you know, yeah, that's pretty much all. Like,
What about you, Ray? Even though like you said
Ray been holding that
It's
tongue.
like
yeah.
I piggyback off what but I'm not. I piggyback off what Chris said. Like, I go to a white private school, bro.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of females there. They smart. If you a regular student, you smart. So you cooped up. You stay in your books. You get to college. You want freedom. So some bitches be on go, and then you got huh? Oh, my fault. Some females be on go, and like you'll go to a party and you'll see, you know, everything. Bitches like, wow, damn, I keep saying it. Females drunk, females high, all that, and then you'll see. You walk. I don't know, bro. I don't know how to explain it. It's basically what Chris said, bro.
Nah, bro. Like, yeah, like I'm telling you, like girls that be cooped up they go crazy when they got
Yeah.
Not even
I
girls that's been cooped up, bro. Like they go, especially, bro. Like
no limit. Type
look,
thing, bro.
look. When they get out their house, they just go crazy. They don't care if they freaking in a fraternity house, sorority house, or they in the hallway of your freaking dorm.
It's like,
a
how
lot
do you
of-
handle
a lot
it?
of
Like, you
female-
just in a party chilling and like a drunk girl walk up to you.
Yes.
God.
Like, oh my god.
A lot of
like,
females make that like their
my friend, I
personality.
need to take-
Yes,
All
they
do-
make that their
all they do is
personality,
drink,
bruh.
smoke, and have sex.
Nah, like that's real talk though. That's
Like
how it is.
dudes do that too though.
No,
just
dudes
go
do
out to
that.
party and just like think they like.
They make it
man
a
at
personality trait, bro. Like that's all females do. Like literally, like and they'll just sit and they just fiend for anything to get them attention. Not saying that's all females
Yeah, but,
want,
like,
like
some
in
people,
college,
yeah.
but like a lot of like the things that girls come for, like of course you want your education, but at the same time you want male attention. Like you're fiending for it. Like you need. Like I'm not saying every female need it, but like they're like I need it. Oh shoot.
All right, Reed,
Nah,
but
bro.
like, what's different about yours? Though? Like, you're in a relationship actually, and you all go to two different schools. So how's that been for you? Because I know, like, you probably had run-ins with females that like wanted to talk to you, type of thing, and like you had to.
Open disclosure, I haven't
dismiss that.
ran into any females. I've never seen a female on campus, matter of fact. But no, it's like I tell a lot of people like coming up on 3-year anniversary in March. So yeah.
Oh yeah, ladies man.
Yeah. But no,
My boy.
I tell a lot of people like it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
them first couple of months of the relationship, it's like everything goes perfect, like everybody's whoop de whoop, like oh yeah. But you really start to see like who you want to be with when you get into that year mark or that year and a half mark, and you start spending a lot of time with a person because you know whether it's Bray or Chris or Nick, like even like your closest friend, you spend too much time with somebody, they're gonna do something to piss you off eventually.
Yeah.
And I tell people it's not about like finding the perfect somebody because there's not a perfect somebody out there. It's just about finding who's willing to work with you and you're willing to work with them regardless of your flaws or your shortcomings and inconsistencies. It's just about who's willing to work with you to grow better.
What's good, man? I thought I'd take a break to let y'all know about the merchandise we have for the podcast with a wide variety of products. We have long sleeve tees, short sleeve tees, hoodies, phone cases, laptop stickers, tapestries, and even bucket hats. So obviously there's a wide variety to choose from. And all you have to do is either go to the link in the description of this episode or the link in our page's bio. Don't be afraid to go shop and get some merch.
We back. We time to talk about mental health. So speak to how your mental health has been affected since you joined college.
Nah, I got this. Listen. Mental health is something extremely serious. Like, not even on no joking stuff, bro. Like,
Especially being a black man at a PWI.
yeah, like, I'm gonna be the first one to, like admit, like, before going to college, I used to think, like, I don't want to say mental health was a joke, but I didn't think it was as serious as it truly is.
Word.
Like, I used to think, like, mental health is, like, you just need to be mentally tough. But you can be mentally tough and your mental health still be horrible.
Word. Shout out Coach Moore.
No, for real. No. But, like, I mean... Because, like, bro, like, you think you mentally tough, bro. Like, you can go through stuff. Like, oh, I done been through this. I can do it again. But, like it takes a toll on you, like, always having to, like, you know, feel like you're in an uphill battle, you know?
Word.
And especially because, like, now, like, you're going for a degree. You know, it's not no more like,
You don't feel like you ever get a break type
Exactly,
thing.
bro. Like, it's like, you know, you could skate through your classes. Oh, I get C's on all my tests, but I'm going to still get to the next grade or this, that, and the above. Okay, you get a C on, you know, all your tests, but you have 2 tests in the class. Then you have no homework.
That's
like,
scary though, bro.
And like exactly, and like trying to like you know like get yourself out and get yourself known because like you're trying to get the stuff to get to your job because nobody just wants a piece of
That's what I'm
paper no
saying.
more.
Like your GPA.
Like,
it
exactly,
actually-
your
It means so
GPA.
much more than it used to, bro.
Exactly, like,
in high school, it was just like get you into college.
Like get you into college. Now it's like you need a GPA, you need this certificate, you need this internship,
Word.
you need this.
Like I'm
you
trying
need
to
that.
apply to internships now, and I'm like I don't know if my GPA gonna be
Exactly,
right.
bro. Like,
like
like you have to have like all these experiences and stuff, and I mean, like you feel like you're always in this uphill battle, like you're always battling. So it's like, dang, you know, how mentally tough am I? Like, yeah, I'm mentally tough, but like you have to like actually take a second, like tend to
Treat
yourself.
yourself, yeah.
Like, because your health, like when your health, like your mental health is deteriorating, your overall like health is gonna deteriorate.
Yeah.
So I feel like taking time for yourself and like that was one thing that I really had to like realize, like it's okay to like take a break. It's okay to like step back from something or take some time from something. Not everything has to be done in a traditional order, you know.
Yeah. For sure.
But I mean that's my take. I mean,
What about you, Reed?
Chris, no.
yeah.
Boy, nigga, I go to sleep, boy, 8 a.m. I be like, hell no, I don't go to no 8 a.m. classes. When I figured out,
Nah, bro, you gotta take your mental health days, bro.
When I figured out the classes that don't take attendance and the classes that I could still get good grades in without going to the class, they ain't see me into the fucking final exam, nigga.
Swear.
But then also, you know my pops. So like
Yeah.
coming from like being raised by my pops, like
Shut up.
I'm not
Pops.
like I don't like when I'm gonna say this. Some people are like, oh, you're pushing it off or whatever. Like, but like I can just get in this zone where it's just like the grind, like just get up, do it, like do what you gotta do, and then fucking worry about shit later. But like not saying like I push it off. Like if I needed to fucking sleep, nigga, I'm most definitely gonna skip that goddamn class.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I feel you. Sleep is definitely pitiful.
That's what I'm
bro.
saying, bro. You guys to.
Get a routine. What you feel like, Ray?
All right,
You a student? Okay, now you different because you got a little bit more on your plate, especially being a student athlete.
yeah. It was a
red shirt.
it was a point, bro. It's like football was the only thing I was looking forward to.
Yeah.
Like the rest of my day, I'd be like, bro, all I care about is these 2 hours of practice because that's the only thing I was finding fun.
Yeah.
And then no, I wasn't.
Nah, bro, I think it's like
that's
real
how
talk
it
though.
is, bro.
Like,
It's
that's
like
a good question.
it's like the only thing that I was having fun with was practice, bro. Like, cause this was like early, and I wasn't really out my room, and I don't have a roommate, bro, cause my roommate don't be on campus. So it was just like I'm either in my room or I'm at practice. So practice was the only thing that I found fun.
Dang.
And then say I was going through something. In high school, you got your parents. I talk to my people about everything, bro. So if I'm going through something, I talk to my mom, I talk to my dad,
Exactly,
and
yeah.
they get me right. But I can't do that because I'm 2 hours away.
That support system not there no
yeah,
more.
you got to find different means of support, and you got to learn how to support yourself. No. I mean, like when Chris talking about like mental health days, like sometimes just take a day to relax and just chill. But like,
Yeah, for sure.
you know, if you like when you say you have an 8 a.m., if you have a day where you know your class is light, just chill.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. There's been days, bro, I just straight up did not want to go to practice, bro. Like, I'll come home from class because I've had a workout that morning. Come home from class, you just take a nap. You wake up from that nap. It's about 4 o'clock. You got practice at 5. Like, dang, bro, do I really want to get up and go to practice today? And you like, yo, I gotta make a commitment. That's why I'm here. That's what I'm here to do. Get up, go to practice. You come back. It's 8 o'clock. You got homework to start on. You don't go to bed till like maybe midnight, 2 a.m.
Yeah, nah, I be sleep. Look.
Like in college, bro, because like you know, I never like really studied in high school.
Exactly.
Because to be honest, like I could care less about high school. Like they know about that, bro. I was just like trying to get the fuck up out of there.
Facts.
But
Same. Yeah.
like I've been like every day, like after class, like I go straight to the library, and I've been I'd be in the library for like 4, 5, 6 hours, and it's kind of like I'm taking it like how I used to like. Because when I started getting like serious about track and knew we was like getting close to like state championship,
Yeah.
like I started like getting in the lab, like learning the fucking craft. Like it's a lot. People think track is just running, but like perfecting blocks, perfecting my form, learning. I even had fucking did math calculations on how many steps it takes to get to a fucking the time I was trying to get to.
Word.
So like it's just getting like in the lab and that shit. And so like I have to treat school like that now. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So like when I be in the library, that's like being in the weight room. That's like being in the gym, like in the lab, like fucking pull up goddamn organic chemistry tutor, nigga, go crazy.
Swear.
You learning calculus, you learning
School
whatever.
used to be like
Go
easy.
crazy. Yeah.
Exactly.
School used to be so
It
easy
used
for
to
real.
be easy, bro.
But
Like,
like Chris said, now like you know the teachers be fucking you like nigga.
Homework
you
is
got
graded.
you got
The homework
every
actually applies
homework
to the exams.
exactly. And then the exam, like one of my teachers, like fucking homework was like 1 point, and then the exam was like you fucking fuck the exam up.
And you really
fail
get
the
3
class.
chances, really.
Exactly.
If you're lucky. You get a
not even.
midterm.
Oh,
final.
yeah. Oh, I was going to say, on a test.
No.
College break you down, bro. Like that. Like I used to be like, oh yeah, I can study at my little desk in my room. No, that don't look. College broke me down after that first exam, bro.
Wow.
Break you down, bro. Be having you on your knees praying.
Like, dang.
But it's a fuck.
Cap, bro. Like, go
Oh,
into
you
what you was
good,
gonna
you
say. I'm going.
go ahead.
Mine's gonna be a little long.
Oh, you. Now I'm just saying, like, it's a good ass feeling, like, you know, like whether it's sports or school, like you get in what you put out. Like a lot of
Word,
people,
yeah.
like you get in that mindset, like, oh fuck, I don't know this math concept, it's too hard, or oh, I can't remember all of this for history. But like a lot of people don't take the time to really try to get into it and
Apply
study
themselves,
it.
yeah.
You know, people like they go and study one time, oh fuck, I don't know it. Like you got to keep doing it and doing it and doing it.
What y'all talking? What's going on? It's okay, bro. We just talking about like we
I
trying
didn't
to
call a
respect
female
women
out their
on the
name.
podcast. Yeah, we just trying to respect women on the podcast.
Yeah.
You straight. It's okay.
But
Not
yeah,
a female, a woman.
Woman, yeah, woman.
I ain't gonna cap.
We respect women on this podcast.
We respect
But yeah.
all genders.
All of them. Let's go with it. And pronouns.
All right, bro.
Even if you're not a gender.
All right, bro.
Go ahead, bro. Nick, say what you gotta say.
No, bro, no. What this man just said. Nah,
We respect them all. Let's go.
mental health, bro. In my case, it was, bro, like when we waking up at 5 a.m. every day, bro, consistently to go out and hit somebody, bro. And it was like when you got to practice, like some people ain't know how to practice. Like people don't know, like when you get later on in the week, bro, like you don't go as hard. You don't sit there and try to overkill and like try to get people injured. But like early in the week, like Monday and Tuesday, them the work days, like, you know, we battling it out. And it was like when you had to transition from waking up at 5 a.m, going to practice, getting through that practice in the meetings, then like going straight to class. I had 10 a.m. I went straight to class right after practice, bro. I'd be falling asleep in class, like,
Yeah, they different.
bro, like we was in there at 5 a.m, no matter what. And like, bro, it was just like, you know, like you had to really have a positive outlook on it. Like you had to look at it as this is something you want to do. You had to have a passion for it, because if you didn't have a passion for it, bro, you wasn't gonna show up to practice.
Yeah,
You was gonna be late to practice.
We definitely checked in with each other like the whole way through the semester, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
bro, and it's like, it's like, bro, and then like on top of that, like when you dealing with like injuries, bro, that stuff just drags you down, because it's like, dude, I went there at like 260. I came back, I'm like 230 something right now,
crazy,
bro.
bro.
Lost about 30
That
pounds just
ankle
off
was the
of.
size of a grapefruit, bro.
Boy, that wasn't it, bro.
We're getting cortisol shots, bro.
But they don't know about that shot. But it's like, bro, you just like some days for us, you didn't have really like a mental health day. Especially for me, like my major, it's like they had me scheduled out like my whole entire day. The only day I didn't have more than one class was Thursday. So like,
Yeah, you just ripping and running every day.
yeah, and like when I get back to my room, it's just like, bro, I'm sleeping for the rest of the day.
Word.
Or like, you know, hey, try to go out to some event just to like get to know people at the school and
Facts.
stuff.
You got to network, bro.
Yeah, you got to network no matter where you
There's
go.
some cool people at my school for sure.
But like that type of stuff, bro, it's just you gotta have a passion. Then like when you get breaks, like Sunday wasn't even a break for me, because it was like you had to wake up, go to treatment for like 2 hours. Now I had to go to church, and then it was like had to come back and do film meetings on Sunday, and just like you're like 24/7 literally doing football, school. You're just running, like your motor's high.
Yeah, same for us. We had a Saturday. You had a game. Wake up, 9 a.m. treatment, lift at 10.
And
No,
it's-
8 a.m. treatment, lift at 9.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, like you gotta know how to take your mental health days. Like I didn't do that later. I didn't do that until like I got later on in the semester.
Word.
And it was like even then when I did that, bro, I still found myself at the end of the semester struggling, trying to like get my grades up and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah.
But like what they always told us, they was like, you just need to have a relationship with your teacher, because like you have a relationship with your teacher, bro, they gonna look out for you. Like,
Yeah.
and that's how it was with me. Like some of my teachers I had to get a relationship with, and they ended up like my physics class. I had like a 69 in the class, and he was like, I asked him about it, and he was like, I'll drop one quiz and one test, and then like, because I got 35 on the test, bro.
Yeah.
I used to fail them things, and then like my transcript came out, bro. I got a B on it, so I got a B in the class. So I was like, oh well, I guess he just looked out for me, you know, helped me out.
Yeah.
But that type of stuff, bro, you gotta take mental health days. You gotta take days just to rest your body, because your body is not resting.
Word.
You have a high motor, bro. Your body is ripping and running, bro. and then you just gotta keep your stress level to low. Keep your grass small so you don't have a whole bunch of snakes coming up and biting you in it, bro.
Ooh, I like that.
I think he's poetic. Okay, Kendrick.
So, do y'all have any insecurities?
In regards to what?
Like, just any insecurities? Like, what are you insecure about?
I got. Well, nah, go ahead, bro.
I'm too small, bro.
Yeah,
I need to gain weight.
I'm a little insecure about my height too, bro. Short king, like, yeah, it's just.
I mean,
just straight up.
I mean, like, I wouldn't say like anything like physical wise, but like,
Yeah, that's. Yeah. There are insecurities and all.
nah, but like mental insecurities. Like, I mean, like, I always have like the fear of not succeeding. You know, like I feel like, even though that's like not technically insecurity in a way, but like, I mean, you know, I'm always insecure, like, oh, I'm not gonna be good enough for this,
Yeah,
or like,
exactly, yeah.
especially in like
That's
my
a fair
craft, you know,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
you know, you like how you want to be the biggest football player you want to be, you know, I want to be the best designer that I can be, you know,
Exactly.
and especially like now, like working with like the university and stuff like that, and doing, you know, like graphics and media and stuff like that, like, you know. These are those guys' professions, you know, and me, I'm a STEM major, you know, trying to be a dentist. Like, how does graphics and STEM have anything to do, you know? So, like, these people are grinding because this is their job, but this is just something I do on the side. So, like, they're going to have the best of the best, you know? Like, I'm trying to compete to them. So, I feel like that's always been, like, one of my mental insecurities as far as, like, college-wise and stuff.
How do you ease those insecurities? Like, bro, you said like you gotta like you're insecure about like your height. Like, low key, me too, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, how do you like ease that insecurity? Or, like, not let it bother you too much, type of thing.
Well, I mean, our starting backs, like, they not that much taller than me, type. So I just be like, I mean, I'm small, but yeah. It's all.
I feel like you're there for a reason, though.
Yeah, like I know I can clearly run with them. I
Yeah.
can play with them. I can do this, and I'm up here, and you know I was on scout team as a freshman because I ain't play, so I'm out here. I'm going against first team defense every day, and I'm not like doing bad.
Yeah.
Like I'm putting in my work.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
I
No,
feel you.
yeah,
for
like
sure.
just chopping at the tree, bro. Like that's the one thing I had to realize. Like how Bray was talking about, like, you know, I'm not that much smaller than them, you know, like, or they're
Yeah.
not that much bigger. Like, you kind of have to realize your own craft, and you're gonna be different from everybody. Like when you like establish that I'm not gonna be the same exact designer, or I'm not gonna be the same exact running back, or I'm not gonna be the same exact offensive lineman. Like that's when like that insecurity starts to like dissolve away.
Yeah, exactly,
You know,
exactly.
like that was my biggest thing. Like I wanted to be uniform. Like I want to design like you. Like I want my stuff to look exactly like you. But I realized like
You gotta be different.
you gotta be different. Like everybody has their own way and their own craft. You know, and their own style. You know,
I think
And that
what
was
makes
something I had to
being
realize.
different is what makes you memorable
Yeah.
in their eyes. Like when they like look going through resumes or going through designs, like they want to go through the one that like sticks out,
Exactly,
that's different, like
bro.
that doesn't follow suit. 'Cause that's really what people looking for nowadays.
Is
like,
that
in
anything
one.
different? Like, and not even just straight designing, but like anything you take on, like you ain't gotta be the same.
Yeah,
like
bro.
it's always different routes.
Like
to
y'all
top.
boys fits, bruh. Some of these fits I've been seeing, bruh, like this like might not be as serious, but like everybody got the same fit on type of thing. Like,
Yeah.
Everybody going for the same thing, and it's like recycled
Graphic
material.
tee.
Like, just be different. Just be different with it.
Everything.
But
I've been getting into Walmart clothes.
Tech fits. Yes, he's one of them. He's one of them. With the foes on. God. It's an ATL fit.
Very much scammer like.
Okay, but y'all also have friends that have insecurities, and they may have voiced these insecurities to you or may not have. But how do you ease their mind about their insecurities, type of thing?
Well, if any of my friends like tell me they're insecure about their height, I just tell them like, remember Tom Cruise is 5'7". You know what I'm saying?
Word.
No facts.
Well, y'all have girls, so like
I mean,
they come
like
to
in
they ever come
regards
to
to
y'all with
that,
insecurities.
I mean, like when talking to like a significant other and stuff, like so.
Just had a white man walk in.
Yeah,
bro.
somebody just bust up in here. Nah, but I mean, like, as in regards to like significant others and stuff like that. Like, one thing that insecurities can, everybody will always have an insecurity, but it depends on how prevalent it is and your mindset, because it's all mental. Like
is.
it's all mental. It's all in your head.
It's all this mindset. that
Yeah,
you
it's a
have.
mindset, and like I feel like with love and like with trust and like with loyalty, like whatever insecurity that they have, it kind of just dissolves away.
Heavy on the loyalty.
Like loyalty is like the biggest thing. Like, hey, look, love don't mean jack. Wait, what? 21 said. He said,
I'd rather have love.
I'd rather have love than loyalty.
Love don't mean jack.
Exactly, because I mean, like,
I could say love don't mean shit.
no, love does, but I mean, like being able to have, like, when you like give your trust and you're vulnerable to like your significant other, and they see you're being vulnerable to them, like they're gonna be like, well, it don't matter if I'm not the girl that he wants, or it's not the picture perfect girl, the girl that he's had in the past and stuff like that. Like, it don't matter. Gosh. So I mean, like, as long as like you throw yourself to them and let you're transparent and vulnerable to them, like I feel like that's the best way to.
I don't like comparisons. Like I don't like
exactly.
comparisons. Like,
No doubt.
I'll say a big insecurity I had was I was a big ass nigga. Like
Still is a big ass.
I went like when you live your life as a big dude, like you can't. Like, you really have to develop a personality. Because you can't be big and have a bad personality. So, like, but, like, I went from 305 to 221. So, like, you can imagine, like, sometimes staring myself in the mirror, like, I don't like what I see. So, I'm like,
I mean, it's true, though.
like, you said what?
I ain't cried in the mirror before.
and sometimes, like, though, our brains will, like, make it out worse than it really is, though. Like, what you may see.
Body dysmorphia is a
Body
real
is so
thing,
real,
bro.
Like, when I take a picture, I'm not as big as I thought I was.
Exactly.
When I be seeing myself in the mirror, I'm like, dang, you big. But, like, when you take a picture, like, you see these things that people, like, when people take pictures of you, you're like, oh, wow, I'm not that big. Actually, like, pretty decent.
No, bro. That's what bodies. Go ahead. No, hit it. No, I was just saying body dysmorphia real, bro. Like, the mind, it tricks you, bro. Especially
does.
like when you like perceive this image of yourself, and it's like, oh, like I'm just this big, fucking, like huge person. Like even now, like I dropped, like I was once like 250, like, but now I'm like 175ish. So like, but in my eyes, like I still am like I'm 205, not 205, I'm 250. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I feel like that's another thing where like an insecurity, like body dysmorphia. I mean, but again, it's all mindset.
I'm religious and everything, but like I'm a big believer in like manifesting things. Like if you say it and you think it, you're gonna eventually convince yourself and believe it, and it's gonna like be true in like your mindset, and like it's like a really stubborn thing to let go of. But what you was gonna say, Nick?
Nah, like with body dysmorphia, bro. Oh yeah, well, piggybacking off what Chris said, like you actually do think like what's the name? Like, the mind does tend to play games on you. Like, with me, I sit there, I think, now I'm like 200. Because I feel like I'm small, but, like, really it's like, not that much has changed.
And it's different for everybody. Like, you trying to get big now, and, like you trying to get big, and, like, you think you're small, and, like, other people, they think they're big, and they're trying to get small. It's
Yeah,
like,
it really is
It's
how
really
it
different
is,
for
bro.
everybody, bro. But, like, you just gotta have a confidence and a different mindset to like let go of that kind of thing, and like don't let it be destructive towards you. All right, when was the last time y'all cried, man? Tell me, Cam Beasley.
Hey, man. Last time I don't remember.
I'm trying to think too.
I know it's the last time I cried exactly.
Go ahead, dude.
The last time I cried was the last game of the season. Honestly, when you sent me that text, that was the last time I cried. Cause Chris sent me a text and it was like, bruh, keep doing your shit. Like you living out what you wanted to do. And it was like, bruh, like that was the last game of the season. I just finished a true freshman season. Like
You thugged it out, Nick, for real. You did, bro. You really went through it, bro.
all that stuff that like they like threw, I was like, bruh, like I sat in my room. Because I remember we came to a hotel, and I went back to my room just to, like, pray and stuff before again, read the Bible and pray. And, bro, I just sat in my chair and, like, bawled out for, like, 10 minutes, bro. That was like, but
Yeah.
that game was like, even though we lost, bro, we lost almost all. Like we lost, I mean, we went like 2-8, we lost every damn game. Shit was just still emotional because it's like, bro, you come to a whole different city, you doing all this, and it's
You
like
put your all in it for real. I feel like
fall
you did.
camp, bro. What blisters on your feet, bro?
What about you, Chris?
I mean, the last time I cried, like, the last time I cried,
Don't
I
cap
think
for the camera either, bro. Don't cap for the
nah, like I ain't gonna. No, it was recent. Not I won't say recently, but like it was this year. Like the last time I really cried, I think it was like it might have been like when everybody was like going off to school and stuff like that. Like I don't remember like a specific like moment, but I do remember like the incident. Like I mean, it was just like a realization, you know, like all of us, like you know, majority of us, you know, growing up, like you know, I'm knowing Nick since like you know I could meet friends and like you know knowing Cam and you know like middle school and stuff like that, and you know meeting y'all boys in high school, like and even though like I didn't end up meeting you guys to like high school and stuff, it was like it didn't matter, you know. It was
Yeah,
like
exactly.
it felt like I've been known you longer, you know,
Yeah.
like being able to like I could confide in y'all in anything, you know, and regardless of how long that you know I know them and stuff, like well I can confide in you or y'all I can confide in them, you know.
Yeah,
And it
exactly.
was like you know it wasn't like a sad cry, you know, it was like you know kind of like a catharsis, like you know like letting out these emotions that like you know everybody's finally going and doing what they always wanted to do, you
Yeah.
know, like being like you know like when Nick like going to like Clark and stuff. Like I remember, you know, there was a point in time when like Nick didn't, you know, think he was gonna play college football. You know, like Nick was as nervous for USC decisions as I was, and I knew I was gonna be a regular student. You know, and, you know, like even with Trey, like you know, Trey not here, but you know, Trey's another one of my boys. Like literally, he didn't know that he was playing baseball until basically graduation, you know, and that being a lifelong dream and stuff. And like, you know, seeing everybody like live out their goals and like do everything they said they wanted to do, you know, like it was just like this big like, you know, overwhelming of emotion where it's like, dang, like it's go time, you know, like it's time to get your shit, time to get your money, you know, like
Word.
this is time where we get our money.
Like
So
it's that end of the chapter. It's like
Yeah.
beginning anew though. So yeah, I feel that. What about you, Reed?
I'm not gonna cap. It's been a minute, but I feel like when you say cry, like my shit be like insignificant. Like the last time I like cried was probably like 7th or 8th grade. I forgot when it was, but when I broke my collarbone. But like that was like the last time like I cried.
now pay look,
I remember that though.
Yeah. But then
I was there.
But then like I've like watered up recently, but it'd be for like stupid shit. Like I remember one day like I left the dorm and like I forgot to pee and I knew I was gonna be gone for a minute. And bro, I got back, bro. You ever like you held it in for so long, and I got back, bro.
Just let stuff bottle up.
I'm talking about nasty ass fucking communal bathroom, bro. I had to let it go, bro. And I was just like, like, that shit, way. But like it wasn't like a, you know what I'm saying? It
Yeah,
just
it
be shit
wasn't
like that,
private,
like yeah.
I feel you. What about you, Reed?
Last time I cried for real was that last high school game, bro. And I was, because it was like, half of it was like, damn, the season over. And we ain't finished the way we wanted to. And we ain't finished the way we wanted to. So I was like, oh, man. So half of it was the season over, and half of it was like what you said, Chris, was like, what's next? Because it's like, I was like, Paul took the D3 route and went up north, and I respect him for it. But I couldn't move that far away from my people. And that's the only O's I had at the time was stuff in Pennsylvania, like Wisconsin up there. And I was like, I can't go up there, bro. And then, so like you said, Nick didn't know if he was gonna play. Your friend Trey didn't know if he was gonna play. I didn't really know if I was gonna play for real until I got my offer to Wingate. So it was, half of it was the season over, and half of it was not knowing what my future was gonna hold for real.
Swear that was bro, that was a scary like 4 months that we had to go through.
that's what I'm saying. It's for everybody, like every athlete.
Bro, like, cause I didn't know if I was gonna play either. Cause I mean, I had like the offers that Ray was talking about, like from Rose and all those other D3s and like a few D2s, and then PC came along. Remember, but like, we wasn't vibing with PC because it wasn't our major. Like me and Nick, we saw the big and Bray, we saw the bigger picture. We were like, bro, we want to go get a degree. We just trying to go to school for free, preferably. Play D1 ball if we can. Go walk on somewhere. But like, because like I felt we all had faith in ourselves. But like I'll say, the last time I cried, I didn't cry that last game. Actually, I was disappointed like way earlier than I had let go before. But it was definitely sad, like knowing I was gonna play with y'all boys again. So the last time I cried, it was probably like a month into the semester. I was on the phone with my mom, and she was basically talking about how everything was, and I kind of felt bad for like leaving her type thing. So it was like, cause I'm usually around the house to like talk to her, like I'd be like that more mature voice in her head, like when she wants to talk through like her ideas about like her event planning and her job and what she wants to go through and further her career and everything. With real estate, and I was like, dang, like I'm not gonna be there anymore to like, that be that ear that she needs to hear and like talk her through things and like give her that love and support that she needs, So it's like I don't know why, I just like it just happened. Like I was on the phone and I got like real emotional like when I heard her voice and everything. But yeah, that was probably the last time. Man.
Last time I cried, it was like I want to say in October, cause like it was over the course of the week and just life wasn't going. Back to the mental health, like life wasn't going the way I thought it was, and just like it was a pretty dark time. And so I just let it all out. I forgot when it was because a lot of things had happened. But yeah, that was the main reason why I cried. It was a pretty dark time.
Hold on, I was capping. I remember, but no, I wasn't like bawled out crying, but like I shed some tears.
Yeah.
So like we played in middle school together. But, like, in middle school, I've always felt like I was, like, a decent football player. Word. But, like, no offense to, like, J2. Like, J2 is great. But, like, Coach Smith, like, J2 always got more touches than me. Hakeem always got more touches than me. And then, I just fell out of love with, like, football and shit. So, like, I didn't play football. And then got to high school, started playing basketball. 9th grade year was pretty decent. Hurt my back, like, middle of the season. And then, I hurt my back, like, the middle of the season. And then, like, I didn't get much playing time after that. Then fucking put some more work in. Came back, made JV 10th grade year, and then Coach Bunton, like, nigga ain't play me. I'm not going to go in on his ass, but that shit crazy. I barely got any play time. Like, and it's not like I was a bad player or nothing.
No,
but I'm like,
you
damn.
definitely put in that work. I remember that period of time. Like, you was going back and forth, AAU tournaments, all
Yeah,
this,
like,
you training to, like, 9 o'clock at night type thing.
Yeah,
like,
I
you
was
would leave
like,
practice and then go train.
Yeah.
Like,
and I was like, damn, like, nigga can't get a chance. And then come 10th grade year, I went out the track, and then I quit. Because that shit was fucking me. I said, bro, this shit not for me. And then
that's crazy. I didn't even know you came out.
Yeah, I came out, and then they said, Rob, be a jumper. I said, hell no, I'm going to be a sprinter. That's when it was just Coach Washington, and that nigga was like, we got 5 700s. And I was like, fuck.
I swear, bro.
I remember that.
And
that
I
man
was
workouts
like,
used to be
bro,
hell.
that shit was fucking me. I was like, bro, it's not for me. So then 11th grade year, I said, God damn, I'm not about to play basketball because I already know how I was about to go. Then them niggas went like something 20-0 or some shit. So I said, hell yeah, that was a good decision. But then come 11th grade year, came to track, stayed with it, and then our season got cut short because of COVID. Shut it down. And so then, come back 12th grade year, I didn't know what it was going to be because at the beginning, during like training and shit, like early training, like we didn't know if it was going to get shut down again or whether we was going to like be able to have a season. Then we end up having a season. And then like, I don't even think y'all know, but like at the beginning of the season, I wasn't on the first team 4x1. I was on second team.
Yeah, that was
and
right.
So I had to like I was working my ass off. I was training with Coach O'Neal. I would stay at the practice. I would come before practice. I would come on off days. I would fucking talk to Coach Lemon, watch YouTube, like everything. Like I was in the lab like consistently. And then I finally got there. I remember because what's his name? Black got hurt. And I didn't qualify for the elite meet, actually. I didn't qualify in none of my events. I was the alternate for the 4x1. I didn't qualify. And so then Coach said, well, Black hurt, so you going to run. I said, oh, shit. That's when we ran 41 the first time, and then we became number 1 in the state.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, shit.
Remember that? Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, damn. I was like,
that's
that
crazy how that worked out, though, ain't it?
That shit crazy.
Bro,
like
imagine if bro would have actually quit. Like imagine if bro didn't actually come back 11th grade year, bro. We would have probably never won that.
And then I was telling my mom, like, all of it still didn't hit me yet. Like, we're number 1 in the state and shit. Like, okay, yeah, that's crazy. Then, like, every meet, like, we go to, like, everybody, oh, that's Valley, blah, blah, blah.
So
then, like,
better,
the season just keeps going and going. And, like, when something go too good, like, you're like, this shit
like, bro, ain't no
it's
way,
going to
bro.
crash. And then, like, we get there and we're at qualifiers, fucking break the school record at qualifiers. And we're like, damn. And it still didn't hit me. And then we're, like, at state. And then I'm fucking standing there. I hear my dad yelling in the stands. Everybody fucking yelling and shit. And then we run. And then J. Crump crossed the line at state. And I'm like, oh, shit. Like, it still didn't hit me yet. And then I remember, like, 2 days after state, I was pulling into my driveway. And then I got a phone call. And then the coach was like, oh, this is Coach blah, blah, from Winthrop. Want to talk to you about running track. And I was like, oh, shit, that's crazy. And then so we stayed on the phone. And they offered me on the spot. But, like, I already knew I didn't want to really run track in college. Yeah. But then, like, that was the moment like, I was just sitting in the driveway, and like, I was just, like, tears were just coming out. And then, because I remember, like, I always told my dad, like, damn, you know, everybody want to play D1 sports. And, like, just to know that I was good enough and had the opportunity to run Division I track. And then, like, you know, everybody that didn't give me playing time or didn't do this, didn't do that, like, showed all them niggas.
Yeah, word, yeah. That was crazy. I actually did have a D1 offer for track, too. It caught me off guard, bro, because I was like, bro, I'm just going to go play football. Like, I pretty much accepted my fate. Shit, boy. Yeah, it wasn't dirty. It was USC Charlotte, throws coach. He actually hit me up. I was like, yo, what?
No.
I was about to go talk to Craig Parks. I was like, let's see how we can work this out, bro.
No, for real.
Yeah.
I ain't going to lie.
Bro, that Newberry coach every meet. Hey, take this pamphlet, my boy.
Hey, bro, you used to have his motorcycle helmet out there too, boy. What?
Nah, fuck.
Hey, shout out Dirty Face, bro. Shout out Dirty Jeremiah, bro. Him man Crump struggling. Oh snap!
Bro.
What else did I have? Bro?
Look, I got a question for y'all.
Where?
Look, do you think a coach can make a player fall out of love with a sport?
Definitely, bro. Yeah. That's like the story of my life with my parents, at least. Like that's what my step-pops told me. He was like, bro, I had like offers to like do USC, blah, 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 blah. But like my coach, my senior year, he just made me fall out of love with the game.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I ain't gonna name bash a coach for Spring Valley or nothing.
I just say Dion.
Look, but like, it's sad the fact how like a particular person can alter someone's game like that. Like how everybody here in one point in time of their life, and I mean y'all living out your dream, but like everybody here wanted to go play a college sport.
Word.
Like even though I blew my knee, I was planning on coming back. Like I was like, I'm coming back. Like I'm gonna play. But like the fact that someone can really alter your dream like that makes someone feel that horrible. You know, like there's a certain time and like, you know, he's not being with us no more. But like, there's people that still believe in you. You know, like Coach Peterson and all of them. Like, you know, like you know, not even like on the sad. Like, I mean, it's sad. You know, y'all know. But I mean, you know, having those people believe in you and stuff, and like, but the fact that there's a person, an adult. Now you're a kid. You're 16, 17. That can shatter someone's dreams, you know, or tell you like, oh, yeah, you're not good enough. Like, I mean, like, you got to be honest with yourself, but at the same time, you know, like, I put in hours, you know what I'm saying? Like, out of all my years, like, y'all stay consistent with y'all, you know, your position and stuff. Like, you know, you O-line, like, you play safety, little linebacker, running back.
Really,
I play everything.
You did what the coaches asked
like,
you just
you know,
did.
like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, everybody's like, oh, you need to be a team player, you need to be coachable and stuff like that. Like, I did whatever a college coach would want. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you need a running back. Okay, I'll play running back. Oh, you need an O-line. Okay, I'll play O-line. You need to play linebacker. Okay, I'll play linebacker. Okay, I did everything, you know. And especially, like, when I D-line, like, especially when I, like, blew my knee and stuff, like, literally nobody reached out to me. You know, like, no coach reached out. Like, I get a text from a coach. I ain't gonna say no names, but like after the fact when he's like, "Oh, you're hurt?" ? Like, I'm in the operating room, bro.
God.
But like, nah, bro. It's sad. It's sad, bro. Cause like whenever like Raw was talking about like the more touches and feeling like, you know, like how you get more touches, I put all my effort into this, bro. Cause like this is time. That's your life, bro. Like. Not saying 4 years were wasted, because I mean it built, you know, it made you learn, it made you the man you are today, but like all that work went to nothing, essentially. You know, like them times that we be in that weight room from freaking
going crazy,
8 to 10 in that hot, musty, you know, freaking
you ain't lying,
inmates,
man.
You know what I'm saying? Like grinding
lying.
on the field and stuff like that, like going to places, going to visits, like going to Nick to Wofford and stuff, getting my name out, you know, like trying and hoping that, okay, like I'm going to get there, you know, I'm going to get to where I want to be just for it to be ruined, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not saying a coach can't ruin it, but I mean, they can put a thick ass fucking curve in your plans.
Yeah.
So.
I was about to say like
And affect your mindset too.
hell yeah, that's where my love for track came in because like it was the first sport where I wasn't battling like the coach's favorite.
Exactly,
You know what
bro.
I'm saying? Like in track, it's either you fast or you're not.
It's
Either
the,
you
it's
can
the
throw
best,
far
the
or
best
you
go,
can't.
Exactly.
the best go.
Yeah, either you
Exactly,
can throw far or
bro.
you can't. You can pole vault or you can't. It's not like, oh, this is my favorite, so I'm about to put him. Like it was the first sport where like I could just work
Exactly.
and make my like get to where I'm trying to be. Like
Word.
every other sport, basketball, he might not be the favorite, or he has a different player in mind.
What I've seen is I think the coaches that like value like changing a player's life and actually developing a player versus getting wins is that those are the better coaches you find.
That's
And
what
those
I'm
are usually
saying,
the coaches
bro.
that live. I mean that like
That
win,
live and win.
and actually have a better culture on their team.
Like they win, and even if they don't win on the field, they win in the player's mind, their heart.
Yeah,
like,
exactly,
Look,
like-
I'll shout this coach out, like Coach Mo,
He's a dog,
he is a winner. You
Like
know,
at the end of the day, if I stop playing football, I know that he's still supporting
exactly,
me.
bro. Like knowing that someone's always gonna have your back, that's wanting to develop you, not just to be number 71 on the field that can go
Exactly.
hit the next person, or who's my favorite, this, that, and the above.
It's crazy. Like even the person, like even people that wouldn't get like no play time whatsoever, he'd still be on their butt
Exactly.
in the weight room,
Like,
just
it
like
don't
working.
matter.
Like come on, like
Like,
let's go.
It don't matter, bro.
Yeah, like, I mean, I know I done had like a few coaches where it's like, take for instance, bro, like with us at our school, we like the coaches, but necessarily sometimes with the decisions they make, it'll be like, well, we respect their decisions. And then it got to a point like they made so many bad decisions that it's just like now you got the players coming together just to say, we're not gonna put up with that. Like we're not gonna do what y'all
Yeah,
we're gonna do what y'all tell us to do, but like at the end of the day, know that we still don't respect that you told us to do that. Because
Yeah.
it's like, the type of coach that you look for is like a coach like, man, if it gets to a point, he'll pull something off his back to give to you. And like we didn't have
exactly.
that, bro. Like we
Do
had
you remember that Sumter JV game? When
when they started fighting,
Sumter player swung on our player,
you
right?
talk about in the
Bro was
and-
literally getting jumped,
and
like
they told us not to move off
they
that
told us, like,
sideline,
don't
bro.
move, blah 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 blah.
And then
Like,
who
not
was
to go,
it?
like defend our guy.
Who was the
whatever.
AD? The AD came on the
AD,
side.
yeah.
And he was
Bro.
like,
Tim
just a
fucking-
whole bunch of thugs.
Thugs, bro.
Thugs
That's so
and hoodlums,
stupid,
bro. Like
bro.
that was the most like
Like-
that really showed me how you
That's what I'm saying.
That was
bro.
some true
Like,
colors
My
type
thing
shit.
exactly.
like it was
Yes,
racist
bro.
as hell. I tried to get a media person to come shoot one of the games for us against Blythewood, bro. Next gen was supposed to come through and
Oh
shoot
my
for Blythewood, and he
gosh,
was
bro.
like,
Good, we
and like
lost
he came up
anyway.
with like the most bullshit excuse just to like not let the guy like come and record for us. Like
That's
he was
what I'm
like,
saying, like-
I don't want any other distractions on the sideline. Like, bro, it's like so many microaggressions can feed up to that, and it's even in the school system. Like,
Exactly.
I don't care, bro. Like, I don't care what anybody says. Like, y'all may know Richland 2 drama, but like Coach Moten should have got the AD position.
Fast.
The no,
The new
like,
AD is
I remember
cool,
he
though.
told us
the new
Yeah,
AD,
like,
is
the
cool.
is cool.
Facts. The new AD, he
The
cool.
new
Like I ain't
AD
gonna
is
take
cool,
nothing
but
from
he doesn't
him.
know
cool.
Valley
He a
like
cool
Coach
guy.
Moten knows
But
Valley.
Moten should've
He
got
doesn't have a
the AD.
relationship with the.
Honestly, he doesn't know the community.
He doesn't know the community. He doesn't have a
Like-
relationship with the players like Coach Moten does.
Like exactly, bro. Like he can be a great guy. Like I've never met him personally, but like I mean, I've seen what he's done for the culture. He's done good for Spring Valley. Like great guy, but like it's another thing, and especially because I'm not trying to bring race into nothing like this, but like you need someone that represents you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Facts.
Like
Nah, for real.
that looks like you, that talks like you. You know, like you need people like that. You need visual representation. You always complain about, oh, this black kid's gonna go here, this black kid's gonna go there. Then why don't you put someone who is already, like
Yeah,
a
we need to
positive
see
figure? You need
people
someone
like
that's
us
gonna do
in
something.
figures of power,
Exactly.
like-
and especially, and it's showing that loyalty don't mean nothing. Like
Word.
loyalty doesn't mean anything. Because I mean, Coach Moten and stuff like that, being there for
Swear,
years and stuff like
years.
that. That's did his time. That's been in the system. That's been
And
loyal.
put out major players
Exactly.
and people in the
And,
world.
like that has everything, that has like all the credentials, that has all of this, like, and you still like go
how
out and
could
like
you
he's not good enough.
Why would you hire outside? Exactly. yeah.
Like, and the guy's great. Like, great for Valley, like doing that stuff. Cause I mean, great guy. But I mean,
And that'll happen in the real world
Exactly,
too. Like, that's
like,
like if that
it's-
was anything that like opened my eyes like to the real world for real, like, that's what it
Exactly.
was. Like I could give everything I have to a company. Maybe I want to get a promotion. I'll give everything I have to a company, but like maybe I just don't fit the image that they're looking for or whatever,
Exactly,
and like
bro.
I get snubbed and then they hire outside and you're
it's
like,
just, especially hiring outside from a situation like that.
Exactly,
Like,
man. It just-
especially having like, assistant ADs. And maybe even if it wasn't Coach Moen, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Why not hire from within? And this is just the idea. Now I'm just rambling. But, like, what's wrong with hiring from within? Why do you always have to go somewhere else to find something better,
Yeah,
I don't know.
it depends.
Just my take.
Because, I mean, we lost our head coach. Our head coach retired. And, I mean, like, in our situation, we're cool where everybody's at. Like, we don't want our D coordinator or our OC to move the head coach. Like, they said they're doing a national search. They want to get somebody.
Yeah, like,
new.
I mean, that's different.
That's different.
You know?
But, like, in a position like that, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a real world thing.
Yeah, like they create like a false like incentive for like
Yeah.
people to come in. Like, oh yeah, you can move up the ladder, you can move up the chain, but like realistically, like they just
They
gonna
already
go
have
hire
their
somebody.
they already
Yeah,
have their mind made up about who they want in
they're
those
just
positions.
gonna go out and hire a manager or an assistant
Yeah.
manager or a regional manager.
They did that with us.
Yep.
Like they put him on 2 years, bro, and then like, bro, didn't even give him a chance to turn the program around for real. Like,
Yeah.
our head coach was a really good dude. Like he did a lot for the program. He got us on the right track outside of football, and he was still on the track to making it translate to on the field. And then it's just like you just come so short. But I mean,
That's how quick they cut you, man.
but the thing was, it wasn't really him. It was more of the people under him
Yeah.
doing BS and him having to take the heat for it. Like,
Did they clear house or did they like?
clear the whole house, bro?
Yeah, boys trying to go coach for Clark.
Y'all don't want to come here, bro.
Y'all had
Take it back. Don't take my scholarship.
Would y'all say y'all have any enemies for real?
You'll never have no enemies. I feel like you got people that envy you. That's
Word.
always watching you.
Yeah.
And I feel like that might be the closest thing you get to an enemy, but I don't know. Enemies, I feel like enemies are all another mind thing.
Yeah. So okay. So this is something interesting, right? All right. So watch this. All right. So like I was reading the book. I was reading 48 Laws. Noble Record admitted to me like a few podcasts ago, but like. So the concept of making enemies is like you want to make enemies because in a sense they'll be more loyal than friends. So like let me elaborate. So like enemy, like at first they may be your enemy, but like eventually enemies become friends or whatever. Like if someone's like initially your enemy, they'll try even harder to prove their loyalty to you than like somebody who like may come out with false intentions like a friend and then like end up doing you dirty later. So like do y'all agree with that concept or not?
I can agree with that.
Because like you have a lot of people that come into your life
bad blood with somebody, and they're gonna try to like
or they come out with you with fake love.
Yeah, they're
exactly.
gonna try to show you that they're like genuine, or like they're trying to show you that they change their ways. They're gonna take those steps. They're gonna try to show you. Rather, if you don't know the person or like a friend, they don't have to try as much because like.
Because like, why would an enemy try to be your friend? Like you already know that.
Well, okay. Well, then, with you saying that, yeah, but like, how does someone become an enemy? They betray you from your friend. Like they were a friend, now they're your enemy.
Or maybe
It's
they
not
just
like
straight up
someone
don't
wake
like you
and
at
be your
first.
enemy.
Like they straight up like maybe.
I mean, well, yeah, I feel like, but if they straight up don't like you from the get go, I wouldn't even say that's an enemy though, because you
Yeah.
never did anything to them.
Yeah, what defines an enemy?
Like, I feel like an enemy is someone who was like, kind of like how like Jesus's enemy is the devil.
Yeah.
Because like the devil was once in heaven and like not to be like on no like religious.
Yeah, I mean,
or
like, you
but
just use an example.
like Jesus, the devil was once in heaven, but he did some betrayed Jesus, was trying to be his own self, trying to dethrone Jesus and stuff like that, and he became his enemy and went to, hell and did his own thing. So, like, that's where I feel like an enemy comes in. Like, yeah, people are always going to be envious of you. Like, they're going to be like, oh, I don't think he should do this. I don't think he should be there. I don't think he should be doing this or, like, have all this. So I wouldn't call that an enemy. I just feel like
I
that's
think
being
people
jealousy.
envious are your enemies though. They want to see you like.
I feel like-
they want to see you fail.
Yeah, I want to see them fail, but like, I feel like that's just you
want
being jealous.
that doesn't mean like they're like you don't acknowledge them as like you don't have any animosity towards them, but like
Sure.
they have animosity towards you, and that makes them an enemy.
I feel like that makes them an enemy. Well, I
Like
feel
think
like
of the Drake. Like got a lot of enemies.
I feel like, yeah, I feel like in a sense, yes. But then at the same time, I just feel like that's just an emotional fact of them just being like jealous.
Yeah.
Like the jealousy factor.
Jealousy makes enemies.
I mean, jealousy makes enemies. I feel, yeah. I mean, on paper, yes.
But that doesn't mean like you go back with like animosity.
yeah.
Like, I don't feel anything towards my
No, yeah.
quote unquote enemies. Like the same thing as haters type of
Yeah,
shit. Like
I agree with that.
Yeah. What y'all goals for this year?
Goals for this year? Oh shit! I actually got a journal written down, bro.
Goals?
Word? I actually got a journal written down with all my goals. That ass. Yeah, this is like it's in there, but like I could probably list off top. No, I'm straight, bro. I got it. It's definitely to start. Like I got different goals like in different like for athletics. It's definitely to start. Even though I got like a junior, 2 juniors ahead of me in the starting spot, so I'm gonna try to slide. So that's gonna like require me to put in extra work over the summer. And then when I start, get at least 5+ turnovers. Basically stats. Financially, you get a property. I wanted to invest in a property. And then podcast-wise, I want to get a sponsorship from any company. It doesn't matter how big or small. I just want to get a sponsorship from a company to start monetizing the podcast and then increase merch sales. Also, there's one more thing. Oh, yeah. Business-wise, I wanted to get an internship for the summer for sure. Like that requires me to increase my GPA and everything like that. So I lock in with an internship, but with a job that I like, and really feel it out and travel, of course, see somewhere new, type shit. So that's mine.
I'll go. Let's see, a realistic one. Of course, everybody want to play, but everybody coming back. So at least at my position,
they're taking that 5th year.
At my position, everybody coming back. I mean, half of them sophomores and juniors right now, anyway. So I want to be a special team demon next year. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But that was me this year. Oh my
and
god.
Then, of course, I already said gain weight, stuff like that. My major exercise science, and I got 3 major classes this semester, so I gotta trying to ace all them. And keep getting closer with God, get in my Bible, cause
I got spiritual goals too. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, that's really it.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, obviously, like do good in school. Like, want to finish out this semester strong. Last semester of the first year, finish out strong. Like, obviously, I always have financial goals. Like, I already have them like written down. Like each figure I want to hit. Like whether it's in my bank account or in the stocks or whatever it is. Like I have all that planned out, and then also like start treating life more like you're like how they say like you're like what's the saying like dang I can't like your name is your brand.
Yeah, your brand.
Your name is your brand.
Yeah, exactly.
Like treating yourself as your brand. So like that means like you said like getting in the lab. So that means like increasing my skill set overall.
Word, yeah.
Because like going into like the tech field. That's different coding languages, knowing HTML, knowing front end, knowing back end, knowing maybe a little bit of cybersecurity, like just increasing my value that I can put into the world. Yeah. So like, going to the library, learning new topics, and like truly learning them, not just skimming over them, but like really delving into different topics that I'm interested in and like increasing my skill set.
A lot of that you can find like in podcasts too. Like if you start listening to podcasts, you listen to topics like most of the topics I get like for this, like I listen to other podcasts, and then like most of the goals I have, they're like from other podcasts. It's like it gives you an alternative mindset to develop your ideas exactly. So yeah, definitely do that.
I actually like stopped like investing into stocks at the moment until I hit my other financial goals like in other places. And so hopefully I hit those this year and then restart back, like, investing into my portfolio. And then getting closer to God and then trying to help more people, like, as much as I can.
Yeah, for sure. What about you, BZ?
I got a lot. I'm going to keep it short, though. Find a church home. That's one thing.
Me too. Me too. Yeah.
Because, going to church practically every Sunday, and then you go to college, PWI. There's not a lot of stuff or like church where you feel like you're at home.
Word.
So definitely find a church home. Get a summer body. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I already lost so much weight. What's the point of stopping now? Get a GPA up. It's not bad, but I want to get to like a 3.8. More scholarship money.
Word.
And try to get more relations with MUSC. That's about it.
Cool.
Academically, like, I mean, it goes for all of us, honestly. Like, getting our like GPA goals and stuff like that. Like, it's always been a goal, and kind of like understanding stuff, not just like getting a grade and just like going past. Like, actually learning, like how Rob was saying, like being like immersed in the information, learning and stuff. I feel like a really big goal of mine is like, and of course, everybody has different definitions of it, especially in like the time that we are. Like all of us within the next year, 2 years would be turning 20, going in our 20s and stuff like that. And I just feel like this year really like hitting like financial freedom,
Yeah, exactly.
Like, because everybody has like their own like understanding of it. Like, I mean, like my definition now is going to be totally different when I'm older. Like, I mean, don't
'cause
hate
you're
me.
in
Like,
college right now, man.
that's
Like,
what I'm
you
saying.
got
Like,
tuition to pay for.
exactly. Like, don't like everybody. Like, people like, oh, you're not going to be financial freedom. Blah blah blah. But like, feeling like you're not always having to be like, depending on this. Of course, you be mindful of your
Not having to
money
check
and
your
stuff
bank
like
account every
that.
time you about to buy
Exactly.
something.
Like, just being able to just have freedom with what you want to do and what you need to do.
Yeah.
Another goal of mine is like kind of like how Rob was saying, your name is your brand.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like getting more out of life too. Like everybody has 24 hours. Like either you can do something about it or you can waste it. You're never gonna get those 24 hours back. Like actually like challenging myself. Going out the norm. Being comfortable. Like I know I saw like LeBron James talk about like being comfortable. Well, no, Cam Newton saying like being comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Exactly.
Like get into that state where like I know that I'm bending. Like J. Cole say like bend but never fold. So that's where I'm kind of getting to. So
It's man tough.
Yeah, like the same with the academic goals. Just keep my GPA up. Around the school, like it's like I kind of want to get a better brand. I kind of want to like increase my brand with the school. Just get more known around the school. Go out, help out where like help is needed and stuff. But like with football, I'm not talking loud enough.
No, it's not coming up.
Oh,
just
mumbling, boy.
for real?
just
You
a
can hear
little
me
bit
now?
louder. Just a little bit louder. Yeah, you good.
I'm good right now.
Yeah, you straight.
Alright. Yeah, like with football, mainly just like help with like I'll say my personal goals for football. Just get my stuff back to where it needs to be to perform at like the highest level I could perform at that level. But like as a team, as like a player on the team, I really want to work on my leadership skills. Like like being able to bring people together. Get more respect from the teammates. So if I have to like come out and say something and say like, hey, like let's just do this, man. Let's get it over with. Or like, hey, man, we gotta do this. So like the team could just be better overall. Like y'all need to show to weightlifting. Y'all need to do this. People will start to listen more.
Yeah.
That's like the main thing because it's like we got the talent, but it's just like
Trying
we
to
just
change the
need
culture.
the culture, and like we need the leadership to do it.
Prove it.
Yeah, prove it.
Man.
Clark Atlanta.
Clark.
come on down, Paul.
Yeah, man. But
Come on down, Paul.
yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Anybody else had anything?
How y'all feel about AB?
I just say like, well, I told Helena this, but like this is like one thing that helps me this is like one thing that helps me like not feel nervous when I'm trying something new. But like if you think about it, like how everybody says like YOLO, like you do only have one life.
Yeah.
But like as of right now, like we know the world is gonna rotate and the sun is gonna come up and it's gonna go down, but your world isn't promised. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Your tomorrow
Tomorrow's
is
not
theoretical at this point. Like you could wake up. You can go to sleep and never wake up. Like anything can
Bruh.
happen at any moment.
Word.
So you're the next second as I'm speaking. A moment ago was theoretical. Like something like fucking meteor could have fell out the roof and hit us. Like I don't know, but that's what you have to live. Like everything isn't promised, and
Yeah.
like take that to it. Like
I
take
think about
to the
that. I
heart.
think about that really often. Actually, like, would I be happy with my life if I were to go right now?
Exactly.
Would I be happy with the way I live? And I honestly, bro, I don't think I would be, bro.
That's what I'm saying,
I'm like,
bro.
like that just actually like makes me mad thinking about it. Like, bro, like there's so much I need to do and want to do, but it's like, and a lot of people say like, you don't have enough time. Time is limited, but like if you really think about it, like you sit down and like really apply yourself, like you can really maximize your time
That's
while
another
still
goal.
maintaining. Yeah, you maximizing my time. That's why I got a journal to write down everything down, so I can like basically go through a daily goal check or like a to-do list almost kind of thing. That like doing at least one thing every day, like that 1%. Doing like something to get you 1% better at whatever you want to do every day. So like, say I wanted to learn a new language, just like going through like a Spanish lesson or something like once every day, and then like applying myself, or like maybe speaking in Spanish with like one of my Hispanic friends or something like that, like doing a phone call or something like that every day. Or if you wanted to you know, like Rob said, do better with coding or anything, like just going through one module or something every day, but like just doing something at least one every day to like apply it and get you closer to that goal, I think like really helps you maximize, you know, what you're getting out of life. And I like, at least knowing that I'm like doing that would make me feel like, you know, I was getting better. But like, yeah, there's also like a part of yourself where you like, you don't feel like you're applying yourself enough too. And I feel like that's where a lot of people get like stuck and discouraged. So, you know, just take it one step at a time is what I would say.
Just more community service.
Let the church sing.
It's the season finale, boy.
Hey, yo, hey, Cam, hit him with the outro, bro.
What's the outro?
Sing that shit, bro.
Oh, shit, I gotta. How does it go
Hit him with the
again?
outro, Cam.
And with the outro.
Elevate, elevate. All we do is elevate. Elevate, elevate, elevate. All we do is elevate, elevate.
Hey, we out.